Look, if you keep making just the fashionable diets, you'll end up fattening twice as much and letting yourself and your body down more. So, stay until the end of the video that I'm going to give you a secret that few people know, and why they can't lose weight and blame themselves for it. Hi, everybody, welcome to the Hormone and Weight Loss channel. My name is Layla. I was a woman who has suffered enough trying to lose weight in every way possible. A person who has suffered a lot with low self-esteem, horrible skin, fat on all sides, face, belly, arms, thighs, and not knowing what else could be done. Today, I specialize in weight loss and hormones, and I didn't know that this was my biggest problem of not succeeding in my attempts to lose weight until I was really sick and face to face with death. And today, I find myself here putting myself at the disposal to help you who are suffering from what I suffered years ago, which was to try everything to lose weight and not get and blame me for it. Today, I'm going to explain to you about the 5 hormonal blocks that make it impossible to lose weight. But before we get down to this thing that's gonna blow your mind, leave your head in the video. If you are new to the channel, already subscribes to, activates the bell, so you stay in touch with all the news here from the channel Hormones and Weight Loss. Remember, I'm always bringing new videos here for you. So, come on, no bullshit. The 5 hormonal blocks that make it impossible to lose weight. Pay close attention, because this will take away so much confusion from your life, and finally, it will make sense, because you haven't been able to lose your excess weight until today. When we think of losing weight, diet and physical activity are the 2 things that soon come to mind. But the process of weight loss depends on many factors, among them the proper functioning of our metabolism, which is regulated by hormones. Yes, the substances produced by our body are essential for the organism to work well, and the kilos on the scale decrease. First hormone. Thyroid hormone. You've probably heard of your thyroid before. It's a small tiny gland located in front of your neck, and the role of your thyroid is to ingest iodine, which is found in a variety of foods, and converted into 2 thyroid hormones, which are known as T3 and T4. These thyroid hormones are then released into the bloodstream, where they control their metabolism. When your metabolism is functioning normally, it turns calories and fat into energy. Then it sends that energy to your cells, where it's used to perform all kinds of essential functions to keep you healthy. But when your thyroid hormones are not functioning properly, it means that your metabolism also doesn't work properly, and instead of burning calories as it should, your metabolism stores those calories as fat. That's why, if you have problems with thyroid hormones, you can starve and train all day, but you still will find resistance to weight loss and feel frustrated, because even though you are doing activities that would normally burn calories, your metabolism can't burn them, but instead you keep storing them, and you don't understand the reason, do you? Now, you already know. Pretty crazy, isn't it? Second hormone, cortisol. You have 2 adrenal glands located above the kidneys, and they produce a hormone called cortisol, which is often referred to as a stress hormone, because it's released when you go through some stress. Cortisol is very important for your survival, but when your cortisol levels are always high, your brain thinks you're in survival mode, going through some trouble. So it turns off your metabolism, your digestion, and even parts of your brain. And why does it do that? Because even though your stress may be due to something harmless, something common in your everyday life, like your boss texting nonstop over the weekend, your brain can't tell the difference between harmless stress and a real threat. Then, it takes energy from any part of the body it considers non-essential, which includes its metabolism, its digestive system, and even parts of your brain, and sends that energy to places like your muscles and your heart, which your brain considers essential to your survival. The problem is that if your stress does not come from a real threat, then your metabolism, your digestion, and your brain always remain without energy. It is impossible to burn fat like this. You constantly feel that your brain is in a mist. It's hard to lose weight like that, right? Third hormone, estrogen. Estrogen is what we call a sex hormone. And when estrogen levels are too high or too low and are not in balance with progesterone, which is another important female reproductive hormone, it can easily lead to resistance to weight loss. This is one of the biggest factors of us women not being able to lose weight. This cause and hormone is specific to women. Other hormones are found in male bodies as well. And then no matter how much you diet or exercise, it won't do you any good. Fourth hormone, insulin. Insulin is a hormone produced in the pancreas, and you've almost certainly heard of insulin before, of course, especially when it comes to diabetes. Only, you don't have to be a diabetic to have an insulin problem. High insulin levels are definitely one of the main reasons behind its resistance to weight loss. Insulin helps your body convert the carbohydrates you eat into sugar, in this case, into glucose. And then you tell your body to store that sugar as glycogen in your muscles. The problem is that your muscles can only store a small amount of glycogen. And since your muscles are about to store glycogen at maximum, your body has no choice but to store additional glycogen in the form of fat, and, obviously, that's not good if you're trying to lose weight, especially when you combine this high insulin with the other hormone blockages I've explained so far. Insulin and estrogen both tell your body to store more fat, while your thyroid and cortisol hormones are both telling your body not to burn fat. So, no wonder you're struggling to lose weight, right? And that's all, before I talk about the last hormone block. Oh, knowing about these 4 hormonal blocks that are keeping you from losing weight and making you sad that you can't reach your ideal weight, the last block that I'm going to pass you here is the most important of all, which makes a lot of people can't get results. Without you being able to balance it, you won't be able to lose all the fat that bothers you. First, but before I explain to you what it is, if you've watched it so far, it's because you're enjoying it, so I'm just going to ask you to give that video a shot, so you too will understand that the content is really good, and will recommend, and will get this video to more people who are trying to lose weight, is not succeeding, and is not knowing the reason, just like you, who is only now knowing. It helps me in my purpose, that is to help people lose weight, that I help you lose weight. We're going to help each other, so we're going to go further and faster, and we're going to have a happier life. So, come on. 5th hormone. Leptin. Leptin's job is to tell your brain when you've had enough. This is why leptin is often called the fullness hormone. Because when leptin is functioning normally, you feel satisfied after every meal, you don't eat too much, and you don't suffer from those corrosive cravings that can come out of nowhere. That's how leptin should work. But when you start fattening up and you can't burn fat, no matter how hard you try, both happen due to the other 4 hormonal blocks I explained above. Your fat cells begin to produce more and more leptin, and your brain is bombarded with signs of leptin non-stop until you start totally ignoring these signals. This is called leptin resistance. And as your brain becomes increasingly resistant to leptin, can you guess what happens? You stop feeling satisfied. You get to overeat the wrong foods. You get cravings, almost addicted to salty, sweet or crunchy junk food. And this results in you getting fatter still, which in turn makes your resistance to leptin even worse. Until finally, you spend many days feeling hungry, angry and depressed, because you can't seem to stop eating too much, no matter how hard you try, and you feel crazy about yourself, because you can't understand why you don't have self-control. If it's you now, trust me, I understand. That's where I was too. And I had all these same thoughts. That's why I was so surprised when I discovered that it wasn't my fault, that I couldn't lose weight, that it wasn't unwillingness on my part, but my hormones that were deregulated. Oh, like I said, I've suffered a lot trying to lose weight in every way. I've done every diet you've told me to do. It's helped me, yes, but it's not with them that I've been able to solve my problem and get my personal and sexual life back, as well as other people who have already managed to lose weight permanently as well. There are today products made for this goal of weight loss, specific for people who suffer from blocked hormones. They make you do not succeed in your diets and do not lose weight. On the contrary, end up fattening even more. And without having to spend a lot of money, since they were made specifically for these cases and for those people who suffer from hormones, and many do not even know it. Just imagine, you arrive on the beach in that beautiful bikini that you loved from that shop, polka dots, very beautiful, launch, and you with the wonderful body, causing envy, and, at the same time, the admiration of the men and women who would be there, looking at you with your mouth open, because they would never have imagined you getting to that body, and you parading on the beach all smiley and happy, feeling like the most beautiful woman on the beach, and very satisfied with your body. You with the self-esteem up there, and you man, feeling the most beautiful on the beach, with the women drooling over you, wanting to get close, wanting to date you, you with a swimsuit getting everyone's attention, you with a gorgeous body, and being desired too. Can you imagine all this? That's how I feel today, beautiful and happy with my life and with the body I've always wanted, and you too can feel, you man or woman, because it's for both of you, regardless of sex. Hormones you both have. Imagine being able to fix all 5 of your hormone problems at once that make you gain weight on the scale by drinking only water. It's your case, right? It's sad. it was like that with me. Now just imagine you can unlock those 5 hormones that are keeping you from losing fat at once. Today, with the technology that exists in the world, have been created products that solve the life of those who want to lose weight, and who cannot, for hormonal problems that leave you with slow metabolism, fat cells and moods and emotions totally out of tune, and it will finally make sense, because you haven't been able to lose your excess weight yet. Today has product, a formula that is 100% natural, has no side effect, it helps you lose weight by taking you from home even, without you need to go to doctors, and without spending a lot of money, spending on cosmetic procedures and other expensive medicines, that, most of the time, it doesn't work for you at all. Being 100% natural, he has zero risk. It only has benefits because it will regulate all of your hormones, helping to turn all of your calories and fat into energy, keeping you healthy, and with a willingness to leave anyone amazed, and so you will be able to see the numbers on the scale decreasing. I'll tell you something. It's not your fault you couldn't lose weight, just like it wasn't mine. Your weight struggles are not due to a lack of willpower. It's not because you don't want to be thin enough, you don't want to exert yourself. It is the weight gain that is accelerated and also the difficulty of losing weight, both together. These problems are not being caused by you. They are being caused by your hormones, more particularly by the 5 hormone blockages. So if you want to take a little peek and know better about this holy formula that changed my life, and that of more than 12,476 women and men burning harmful fat to health, flatten the belly and get your confidence in life back. So at this point, you're probably wondering, how do I get started? And the answer is simply to click on the link below, the description or the fixed comment of the video, and there choose the right amount for you according to your goal, and amount of weight you want to lose. And attention, a wonderful little note for you that is already inscribed here in the channel. If you access the product by the link above, you will earn a little discount not to be missed, because at the time they recommended me, I bought it, I used it, and it was very, very expensive indeed. So get out there and enjoy it, cause they're limited units per lot, and they're up for a promotion. And you haven't signed up already, sign up for this discount, while there's still time. Well, everybody, if you like this video, if there's any doubt about the content delivered today, or there's any suggestion of a subject that you'd be interested to know more about, leave a comment for me, I'll read them all. If possible, share the video with a friend who is trying to lose weight as well and is not succeeding. Their problem may be imbalanced hormones. We will help each other and help more people to conquer the body they desire so much and feel more satisfied and happy too. Thank you for staying with me until the end. Hugs for all of you, may God bless you, and see you in the next video.